Hi Tubies, here's your Alexandra and welcome to an update video on my Raptors Space Marines and my progression so far. So, as you know, I started with this single Marine here. This was my first test model, and I made a couple of changes over the course of the last few days. First of all, I changed the base. It was previously a simple brown base with a texture paste, and I changed it to a sanded base with a red-brown texture now as a contrast to the green. Then I first painted all the trim in beige, but I changed that also to black. I think this gives a nicer contrast in a dark variant. And also I changed the eye color because I painted them previously blue, but canonically Raptor Space Marines have yellow eyes, and so I changed that also. So the second Marine I painted was this one here. I started with converting them here with some pouches and grenades, and a pouch there, and some pouches there, and a knife, and yeah, I found it quite interesting to convert those miniatures. Also, I gave him one of my previously painted heads. Then the next person I painted was here this sergeant, and well, he is a conglomerate of different parts from my bits box that I found. This here is, for example, the sword that was on the sprue for the assault intercessors, and it is normally for the sergeant. And as you can see here, this here is supposed to be the plate that it is stuck on. I cut away quite a lot of excess to attach it there, but in the end it fits. Then I found an auspex and found the arm with the grenade throwing. Then I found one of the first Primaris Marines that ever came out. It was a sprue with 3 Primaris Space Marines, and there was one arm with a pointing hand. I put that on. Then obviously here the 3D printed squad markings and a sergeant helm. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to paint him. And I experimented here with a little bit of yellow in the black and yellow stripes for the color scheme of the Raptors. And then we have here one of the Hellblasters. I also little bit conversion here with a knife and some pouches, but overall he was the first to test the plasma or energy weapon color, and I went for an orangey yellow. So these 4 Marines are basically my proof of concept. So they are obviously not one squad, they are all different squads here, and I simply wanted to test the paint scheme overall, and if it works in a unit coherency, if it works with different colors and energy sources and stuff like that. And yeah, I decided that I want to paint now a Raptor Space Marines army. Yeah, and now I want to show you the first thing that I painted for my army. And I spent the better hours of today to paint this one here. It's an Quad Invader ATV from the Space Marines, and here he is in his all his glory. It was a lot of fun to paint him. I did not put any conversions on them. It's a simple basic kit. Only the 3D shoulder markings, as you can see. And yeah, it was a lot of fun to paint. Also here the all the button panels are painted, and I also painted here the display that the driver has. So overall painting time for this miniature was, well, I started at 6 o'clock around, and we have now 1:10, so about 7 hours, and reducing that by the drying time I was putting in between all the time, I would say I painted around 3 hours in total, complete painting time on him. Yeah, and I had a lot of fun. Also, I printed out a base for him. This is here 120 by 92 millimeter base. So simply because I want to put him into a squad of Outrider bikes, and yeah, they all come with bases, and with this thing without base, I think this doesn't really fit, so I want to have him a base. So also here you can see here my tried and true stippling color transition that I do with a makeup brush, with a quite soft one, and yeah, I have done some tutorial videos on that. If you're interested in that, you will find that on my channel. Yeah, that's the update on my Raptors so far. I hope you like this. And as you can see, just in a few days I painted that many miniatures for my little army. I think overall they turn out great, and they're relatively easy to paint, I must say. They are painted quite fast, so a simple Space Marine like that I can paint in about 2 hours with drying times. Overall painting time on one Marine alone is maybe an hour. Yeah, I think that's overall relatively nice. So, tell me in the comments what you think about the Raptor Space Marines. By the way, here in the background you see all the colors that I'm using for this army here. Obviously, I've previously talked about that. This is my basically 3-color triad here for them. It started out with Death Guard green, and I made a very, very dark version of that with browns and blacks into it. And then I made a middle color out of these two. This is just Death Guard green, and then here a bone color, white, gray, silver, brown, and here oranges, blues, and reds for all the buttons and stuff. Yeah. And for the glowing effects here, I use my orange mixture. This is a mixture out of Gryph-hound orange, Yanden yellow, and Imperial Fist contrast paint. So this is the base over a white background, and then dry brushing with some yellow. That's the plasma glow. Yeah. So much for me for now, for these Raptor Space Marines, and well, we see us in the next video. And don't forget, a miniature a day keeps the gray away. Bye!